Our dish today is lentil soup. This is a super delicious and easy soup to make. It is really creamy and hearty. This is a great and quick dinner to make for any weeknight. So let's get started. We will need 4.5 cups of water, 3/4 cup of split red lentils, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of dried or fresh parsley. Here I'm using dried, it's a little bit easier. 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use any oil that you prefer. I like to use olive oil for the soup. 1 small onion, 1 celery stalk, and 1 carrot. We will start off by chopping our vegetables. I like to chop the vegetables really small for the soup. We're going to blend it at the end anyway, but it just makes them cook faster and will make them a lot softer and easier to blend. We'll start by cleaning and chopping our celery stalk. I like to slice the celery stalk in half just so the pieces are smaller. Next, we will chop our carrot. I will also cut it into small pieces that will make it easier to chop. Finally, we will dice the onion, and try to dice the onion as finely as you could, but you don't have to worry about it being too small because it will get blended at the end anyway. To start making the soup, we will heat the 2 tablespoons of oil in a pot over medium-high heat, then add in the vegetables. Sautée the vegetables for 5 minutes, stirring occasionally so they don't stick and burn. Now that our vegetables have been cooking for 5 minutes and they wilted down a little bit, we will add in the lentils and we will toast them for 2 minutes. This will give it a nice extra layer of flavor. Make sure that you are stirring the lentils constantly because they will stick to the bottom of the pot. Once our lentils have been sauteing for 2 minutes, we will add the 4.5 cups of water. You can increase the heat here to high and bring the soup to a simmer. Okay, our soup has come to a simmer. Now we're going to add the cumin, the turmeric, the parsley, and the salt. Mix it and then lower the heat to low. Cover the pot and let the soup simmer on low heat for 30 minutes. The soup has been simmering for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to turn off the heat and we are going to process the soup using a handheld blender. If you don't have a handheld blender, you can pour it into the pitcher of a regular blender or a food processor and process it that way. However, be really careful when the soup is hot because it will build a lot of pressure inside the blender. So make sure that you wait until the soup cools down a little bit. Using my handheld blender, the soup will become very smooth, as you can see here, and then it will be ready to serve. Our soup is ready. This is traditionally served with a drizzle of olive oil and a drizzle of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And it's also served next to some green onions and radishes. I like to garnish it with some croutons sometimes. You can literally just top it with whatever your heart desires. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. Let us know how it turned out for you in the comment section.